Welcome to today's special episode of The Flash. Today is going to be a little bit different than you're used to seeing, as we will focus on students' mental health. We are thankful to the brave student who stepped forward to share their story with us, so that we can help to raise awareness and show that you are not alone and there are ways to get help. Because mental health is such a sensitive subject, we understand it could trigger strong reactions. Please see your teacher if you need to step out. First, we'll dive deep into Drew Hostetler's internal mental struggle.
For a really long time, until about a year ago, it was feeling like I was just living to the next day, to the next thing. Being able to go, all right, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm just going to get excited for this.
Drew struggled to find their place in their family and in school.
8th grade, I tried to run away, and I got all the way to Shakopee by a bus station. I ended up calling my stepmom, and to this day, I will always thank her for this. I called my stepmom, and she immediately said my name. She was like, "Is this you? Are you okay?" And he said, "You need to call your dad right now, honey. He is out on the road. It is freezing cold at night." It was during one of those big snowstorms, and that made me start crying.
In trying to cope with their emotions, Drew experimented with different methods to chase relief.
In 9th grade, was in a bathtub, and I was sitting there. I had something in my hand that I could use. There was red, and I was in pain, but I didn't really tell anyone about this. I didn't even tell my therapist about it until a couple of months ago, how far I had gotten.
Through counseling, Drew was able to find clarity.
It has been so beneficial to have someone that you can just go to, where you don't have to worry about being parts of social circles without feeling like you have to be anyone or do anything or having any expectations besides just exist.
For those of you who feel like you struggle to fit in, Drew has a message.
Lots of people will be confident or act like they have everything under control when really we are just confused and insecure.
Drew's story reminds us that even in our struggles, it is possible to find hope. Their story is not an isolated one. According to the CDC, more than 1 in 3 high school students had experienced persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness in 2019, a 40% increase since 2009. And these rates are alarming, but you are not alone. Here are some thoughts on how to get help.
Wellness teacher and coach Ms. Dye shares her perspective on how to reach out to students who you think may be struggling.
If we're concerned about someone, talking to them, not being afraid to talk to them about it, and ask them if they think that they are depressed or if they're having any suicidal thoughts or thoughts of harming themselves.
If you do see these warning signs, Ms. Dye believes it is important to get in touch with a trusted adult to get help.
Thank you to Drew and Ms. Dye for sharing your insights. Remember, if you see someone struggling, say something. Get the help that you need to live for a brighter future, Eastview.